Hello, everybody. It's about that time. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Greg's Beer Reviews today. Ooh, this is a scary beer here. This is a big monster triple IPA. This is Triple Orange Starfish from Aslin Beer Company in Virginia. This is another one in the series. We've been doing the Aslin beers back to back. This is their triple version of the Starfish. Big time beer here, guys. And then this is a 12%er. Not sure I'm a fan of double IPAs because the triple IPA is not a recognized style, and so this starts to get into the category of too much over the top. So don't know how much alcohol we're going to get on the nose and the taste on this. I do think that's a little excessive for the alcohol, but if you want to get in the hammer lane fast, this is one way to do it, I guess. I don't drink beer to get shit-faced, guys. I don't session beers. I drink it for the taste, and if I find this beer too boozy, I'm going to tell you I think it's too boozy. I'm not a fan of the Dogfish Head 120. I just think it's way over the top at 18%. You don't need an IPA or a double IPA of that magnitude. It's just my opinion, though, guys. There are people that probably disagree with that. They would probably like a 20% IPA. I'm not in that category. Now, if you're giving me a well-made bourbon barrel stout or imperial porter, something with a little body and a little taste, where you're going to get some of that bourbon and something else to go with to give it character. Sometimes they do it well, but even then, once you start getting into the 18, 19, 20 plus percent, I mean, it's a little excessive for any beer style. I mean, you're getting to the liquor category there with that much alcohol. So, and you don't drink liquor with 16 ounces at a time unless you're a damn true in the flesh alcoholic. Use the liquor, you pour you a little glass, you might pour you another little glass, and then you're done. And I'm talking this much in a glass. Not drinking a whole 16 ounce of it. And if you're drinking that much at a time of a bourbon, you got a serious problem. You got a very serious problem. So, let's see what this brings to the table. Guys, if it's awesome, I'm going to tell you it's awesome. If it's not, I'm going to tell you that too. This was brought to me by Greg. Greg, thanks a bunch, my brother. He brought me the single, the double, and the triple Starfish. So, 12%, that's a monster beer, guys. Make sure you're drinking this at home or have a designated driver if you're not. Because one of these is enough to get you a DUI in the state of Virginia and probably just about every state in the damn USA. So, just drink responsibly, guys. Alright, let's get on with this. I don't want it to be a 30-minute beer review. Let's jump over to Untappd, see if they have any additional notes. They say 12%, no IBUs listed. Triple Orange Starfish is a triple IPA with Citra and Galaxy hops. Awesome hops. So they've just increased the amount of hops and the amount of the mash, the barley, to bring the alcohol up to that magnitude. And hopefully they've balanced it out. But it's going to be really hard to hide 12% ABV. So that's all we need to talk about. So let's jump into this big 16-ounce can with a plain Jane wraparound, a label on it. Into the glass we go. It looks like a New England style IPA here, guys. So using my favorite glass, a Aslin beer glass. And we get almost but the last little swallow in there into the glass. About a finger of head. This is definitely a New England style looking beer, but it's not the bright orange juice color that the single and a double. You may be hard to tell it, but for me, it looks like it's like a dirty orange juice. It's a little darker than that bright orange that you normally get from those styles. So let's get it to the nose and see what we got. This, I'm actually surprised that it's not boozier on the nose than it is. It may be on the palate, but on the nose, I'm getting a little bit of that 12%. But I'm getting the Galaxy and the Citra hops. I mean, very citrusy, pine, grapefruit, pineapple, mango, oranges. Smells pretty good, but it's got that little bit of heat in there too from the 12%. Wow. Let's dive in. I'm a little scared. I don't know what to expect here. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Thank you, my brother. They've hidden it very damn well, guys. Just ever so slight, intense amount of alcohol. It's not burning or anything like that. They've hidden it very well. I'm pleasantly surprised that this was going to be a big boozy mess. And it's not. Not like a Dogfish 120. You still got over the top hop presence where the Dogfish head has absolutely none. Just face it, guys. The Dogfish 120 is basically a barley wine. All you're going to get is malt. It is so hot and boozy fresh. People say, oh, you need to sell this 3 to 5 years. Well, it's an IPA. You don't sell your IPAs for that long. So technically, I don't even consider the 120 an IPA. It's a barley wine. It's a young, too hot to drink barley wine. I can tell by the taste this has got some kick to it, guys. Hope I'm not too inebriated when I come back to even talk. But it's there. I can tell this is an intense, more powerful, more potent monster double IPA. They're calling it a triple, but and for 12% it probably is, but that's not a recognized style. There's no such thing as a triple IPA in the beer judging categories. So it's a little warm. I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm getting a little bit of heat right here in the bottom of my throat from drinking this. So the alcohol is there, trust me. And I think the alcohol is taking away from the hop presence. The hops are not off the chain like they were in the double. It's a little too intense. Even though this a well-made beer, this is probably not something that I would buy if it was available here, because I don't want to drink a 12% double IPA, guys. I mean, that's just not my thing. I'm not drinking this beer to get drunk, and I don't drink beer to get drunk. So, my gosh, why do you need a 12% double IPA? But there are people probably going to say, oh my God, it's the best thing I ever tasted. Well, drink about 3 or 4 of these, and you'll be laying on the floor with your tongue hanging out, probably, or in the bathroom puking your guts out, and feel like doo-doo the next day. Anyway, I'm going to reserve judgment on this, guys. I do think it's a little over the top to being a 12%, but, you know, they probably want to do this because they can. So let me sip on this, let her taste it, and I'll be right back, and we'll do the final grade and chug on it. Alright, guys, I'm back. Just a little left here. Been sitting on about 45 minutes or so. Quite a while. I'm actually surprised that it's not as boozy as it could be. I think they've done this very well. Surprisingly. Just don't understand why you would need a 12% double or triple IPA. A lot of alcohol here, guys. A lot of alcohol. Not so much in the beer, but a lot of alcohol in the beer. I am getting a little bit of that booziness, but it's not off the chain or anything. Definitely not like a Dogfish Head 120, but I think they've done it very well for what they could do. It is an enjoyable beer, but like I said earlier, This will put you in the hammer lane real damn quick. 12%. I mean, it's a little over the top in my opinion, but they've done it very well, guys. I mean, I cannot fault them for that. They have done this. I would prefer this over a Dogfish 120 any day of the year. So hats off to them for hiding it as well as they did. It's not hidden completely, but it's hidden very well. So the citrusy notes and the hop presence are a little subdued as compared to the double Starfish. But you got to realize the magnitude of the beer that you're drinking. Maybe a double dry hop version of this would give more hop, or even lupulin powder to give a little bit more hop profile to it to match up with the alcohol that's going on with this beer. But they did it very well, guys. I mean, I'm a hats off to them. They have done this very, very well. Impressive beer. Don't know why you would need a beer of this magnitude in this style, but they done it well. That's probably the tastiest 12% double or triple IPA that I've ever had. And that goes a long way. Final chug. Enjoyable beer. It is. Like I said earlier, probably not something that I would purchase because I'm not looking for a 12% in a double or a triple IPA. I think somewhere between an 8 and a 10% would suffice. And they kicked it up a notch or 12 above that. 12? Yep, 12%, guys. Big beer. Monster beer. So I think it's done very well, guys. And like I said, there's no dating on their cans, which I would like to see. Even if it's only a brewery release, I don't have that information, whether they distribute it any out of the brewery or not. So I'm just not a big fan of the super boozy, over-the-top alcohol beers. But this one's done well. So kind of on the fence here, guys. I'm not going to say it's a 10 beer. I do think it's a 9 beer in an 8 can. Let's put it that way. It doesn't have the date on it. I'm not as impressed with this as I was the double. And according to what Greg told me, that was their most popular beer. And he had to actually trade for it. He couldn't buy it, and they found him a 4-pack to trade for while he was there. So I enjoyed it a little bit more than this one. So I'm going to give this an A-. 93 for me on this one, guys. And I'm sure I'm going to get some flack over that. It is well done for a 12%. But the alcohol is not super hidden or hidden completely. It's there. So let's jump over to Beer Advocate. That's a 4.42 out of 5 in their outstanding range. Would not argue with that. It's done very well for that magnitude of a beer. And over to Untapped, they have it at 4.39. Awesome numbers from those guys. These guys did this beer very well. They did. And it's almost virtually impossible to hide 12% in a double or a triple IPA. A lot of times if you've got a bourbon barrel stout or something, bourbon barrel imperial porter, they can hide that with a little bit of the bourbon notes and stuff. So not having that and the body that those thick, chewy, dark beers have, they did the best they could, I guess, and they did it very well. So that's where I'm going to leave it, guys. I could just as easily gave this a 9 instead of an 8. They did it very well, but I want to see them date their stuff. Hopefully they'll do that in the future. But to me, I think it's just a tad over the top being that magnitude of a beer. But there are people that are probably, I'm going to buy a 4-pack of this because I drink 4 of these and I'm going to be shit-faced down in the dirt. And a lot of people drink beer for that. I mean, a whole lot of people drink beer, and I did too for a long, long time, but I don't anymore. So, decent beer. I mean, it's worthy. If you don't buy a 4-pack of it, at least pick one up. Like I said, I'd probably have to go to the brewery to get it because I don't know what the distribution is for those guys. So give it a whirl. I'm glad I got to try it. Thanks, Greg, my brother. I do appreciate it, sir. I enjoyed the Starfish double over this one. So with that being said, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Till we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge.